Hey, how y'all doing? It is another wonderful day, a day that the Lord has made, and I am glad in it. I was so happy when I woke up this morning and I was able to give God some praise. It's not like I jumped around and I was acting holier than thou, but I did give God some praise because things could have gone a different direction. But I was glad that I was on the wake up list this morning. And then on top of that, I woke up on time because I've been late for work one time this week, and I think I was late for work one time last week. So I don't know what's going on, why I'm late for work, but I got my tail up and I made it to work on time. And while I was at work, I had a little visitor. Y'all know that old grandbaby of mine came to my job and harassing me and stuff like that while I was at work. But I was glad to have her, and we did our few hours, and then we got up out of there, and we went and got another little one, and I showed all of that in the clip, and some of the clippings you will all see. So that's pretty much my day. As I say, I don't do much. On yesterday, I decided to get some of my flowers. So y'all, I'm not good at flowers. I did look at a YouTube video on how to care for certain flowers, and I took notes on the ones that I have. And that would be the snake plant and the pothos. And the pothos is one of the very common kind of flowers, you know, the ones that like a hanging vine, they'll go across the top of your ceiling and stuff like that. So those are pretty easy to manage, and so I decided to go ahead and take some notes on those, and hopefully some of the other ones I'm going to be able to get some notes on those, on how to care for those. I have a spider plant as well, and I think that's an easy one to take care of. I have some peace lilies. I have not been very successful in keeping those. They've always died on me, but these that I have now, they are very big, they're healthy, they are strong, and I've been doing a pretty good job. And I think it's all in the watering. So once you get the watering down pat, it'll be a good thing. So I'm sitting at the table. My grandbaby, she decided she wanted some cereal. And why she wanted cereal, I guess she was hungry. She's a greedy little girl. But y'all didn't hear that from me, because I just fed this young lady some Burger King. I think we ate Burger King and some cereal. So I waited for at least 3 hours before I gave her something else to eat. And I think since it's still daylight, no, it's not daylight outside, it's getting dark. I was gonna say me and her was gonna go for a walk because she gotta walk these calories off. But I might just put on a treadmill for about an hour and let her, walk or run on the treadmill. If she run, I let her run 30 minutes. If she walks, she'll have to walk an hour. She gotta walk these cereal off. Too late at night. It's 9 o'clock. She eating cereal. And it's my fault because I gave them to her. I tried to give her an apple. What you tell me when I told you to eat an apple?
No, what feel though?
No, apple ain't gonna fill me up. But anyway, y'all, what's been on y'all mind? What y'all been doing? Today was laid on my heart to talk about don't ignore the people that are trying to reach out to you. A lot of times we will get so tangled up in our schedule that the people that are trying to reach out to us and maintain an open relationship or communication, I guess I should say, we don't return that. The feelings are not reciprocated. So sometimes one person will find themselves always being the one that's reaching out, trying to keep a relationship going with this person. But it's going to take two. So you always remember that it's going to take two. And if the other person does not reciprocate it, the efforts tend to go, they end up just coming to a dead end. They just stop, because you got to understand that people have such a busy life. and they do take time out to try to reach out to you. And with everything going on, they can't remember that, oh darn, this is the day I'm supposed to reach out to such and such, unless they got a alarm clock or something set, or they just got a good memory. Me, on the other hand, I'm not that person. My memory is not that good. But there are a few people that I value our friendship. I value our relationship. And more than anything in the world, if it ain't nothing but to say, hey, how you doing? Just check in on each other every now and then. That's me. If you have me as a friend, or if you have had me as a friend, you know that I'm solid. I'm 100. And I don't have a lot of friends. I really don't. I can count on both hands how many good friends I have. And that's about it, you know. I had a birthday party one day, a surprise birthday party, and it amazed me that my kids knew me well enough that they invited the people that I hang out with, the ones that I hang out with. And it rained on my birthday. And every person that they invited to my birthday showed up in the rain. In the rain. It wasn't just sprinkling rain, it was raining. And these people showed up at my party, and only one that did not show up, and that was because she had COVID. But trust and believe, if she was not sick, she would have been there. She would have. I know for a fact, without a shadow of a doubt. This is the same lady that came to my house when I was sick and told me, come on, we going to urgent care. I was mad with her. I was real mad with her. But she told me we going to urgent care. And then when I got ready to sit down and fill out my paperwork, she said, I got this. She took my insurance card. She filled out my paperwork. She told me to go on to the bag, let them check me out and see what was going on. I don't even know what was wrong with me. I don't know if it was food poison or what. But y'all, it was bad. It was to the point where I barely could walk. I thought I was doing good for a little while, and then after my husband went to work, well, before he even left to go to work, I went and laid down because I wasn't feeling good. I love you too. And I was falling back in the slump to where I was hurting and barely could walk, so I went back and got in the bed. And she texted me and told me she was coming when she got off from work. And she came on, I opened the door for her, and I went back and got in the bed. She told me, no, we're going to urgent care. Yeah, I was in bad shape. I was in really bad shape. But I thank God for the friends that He has placed in my life. Even some of my friends have misunderstood me, and it did not lead to something permanent, where we were able to talk about our differences without anybody, getting mad or anything to that nature. We were able to, resolve our issues and all the stuff about, well, I thought. So, that's what gets us a lot. I'm gonna call it assuming, because we judge people based off of their outer appearance. They look. I'm a person that look mean. When I have a resting face, I look mean. And I've been told that time and time again. It's just not when I got stuff on my mind. Sometimes they say, man, you look so mean. I was scared to say something to you. Well, y'all understand that a person who looks mean, they don't know what they look like. Only you can see that unless they're looking in the mirror. And even if they're looking in the mirror, they're not going to understand what you see. Because to them, they know on the inside that there's nothing wrong. So they're going to say, well, there's nothing wrong with my look. But to you, depending on what mood you're in, you're going to take it that they just don't want to be bothered. And I would much rather for a person to ask me, how are you feeling today, than to assume that I'm in a bad mood. You never know what's going on in a person's mind. People battle all kinds of things. They battle demons, they battle emotion, they battle hurt, they battle what's the word I'm looking for? Betrayal. You just never know. Sometimes they lonely. You just never know what a person is going through. And a lot of time, if they're sitting there and they're looking that way, and if you feel deep down in your heart that something could be wrong, reach out to them. Just saying how you doing could really make a difference in their life. They may just need to know that somebody care. But I consider myself different. I am a very different female. And when I say that, I'm not different from everybody, but I'm different from the group of people that I associate with. Whereas I used to be a people person. I had no problem being around people. I still have no problem talking and kidding with people I don't know. It just, those things, when I'm in those kind of moods, it comes. And it just certain times when I'm just that happy that I'm just gonna kid around with people I don't know. My husband have told me before, somebody gonna jump on you or kick your butt one of these days, you be messing with them. But I don't mess with them to the point that I feel like they want to fight. Maybe if they're in a bad mood and they just don't want to be laughing, maybe they will, attempt. But, they better come with it, because I'm not the baddest person in the world, and Lord knows I don't go for bad. But I'm going to give you all I got. I'm not going to sit up there and just let you beat me up. I don't care if I did run my mouth and say something that caused you to get upset. I'm just not going to sit there and let you, whoop my tail. But that is not my purpose. That's not my mission. My whole mission, I think, in life is to create a positive environment. Even though I fail at it sometimes. I have flaws. But that's my whole mission. I like positivity. I like to see unity. I'm all about family. And it's going to come a time where these things that I want, they're not going to happen. And one of the reasons being because everybody don't look at life or a situation the same way I do, or out of the same lens I do. We tend to look at things based off the emotions that we're dealing with at the time, or because of something that has happened in our life in the past. So we'll judge our situation based off of that. Oh, I remember when she stood me up. I asked her to come to my birthday party and she didn't show up. So now I ain't got nothing else to do with her. Or she lied on me one point in time. So people will judge a situation based off of that. So when it comes up again, they got their guards up. And I think we miss out on our blessing when we do that. I do it. I'm not perfect. I still do stuff that's, that's not acceptable by God. And, if I was to ask myself, what would Jesus do? He definitely wouldn't do some of the things that I do. However, I have good intentions. And when it's all over with, I may or may not come and apologize. But no, my heart is in the right place. I don't come to disrupt a positive environment. I want to promote positivity. I want to promote unity. If you feel that you can't get along with somebody, or somebody bringing negative vibes to you, remove yourself either from the environment or from that clique. It makes no sense to be unhappy or uncomfortable. Just remove yourself from it. If you're a praying person, pray for the situation to get better. If it's meant to be, it'll get better. If it's not meant to be, God will put you in another environment, or he'll put you around another group of people that share the same interests you have, or that complements your interests. Everybody's not the same. Give them the benefit of the doubt. We're not all the same. We're not going to look at things the same. We're not going to even react the same. Matter of fact, we're not all cut from the same quality of cloth. It might be the same cloth, but the quality is different. That's why they have a Walmart brand. They have all different brands. They have different kinds of brands. So, and it's all about the quality. Some brands take time and put a lot of love and patience and time into their product, whereas some just give you something just to get you by. It's temporary. So always remember that. And once again, for the people that are trying to reach out to you, don't ignore them. You know, pay it forward. Reciprocate it back. Let them know that you care. And if the relationship it means anything to you, you would do the same as well. There's no such thing as too busy, because when that person is gone, that person is gone. There's no fixing it. There's no redoing it. And I'm sorry is not gonna fix it, because they can't hear you. So just, some of the things, just be careful what you say, because words hurt. It's just like nailing a nail into a piece of plank. For every bad word you say to a person to hurt them, to downgrade them, to make them feel some type of way, for every negative word, you're going to pound a hole or nail that nail into that plank. But every time you say, I'm sorry, you're going to pull that nail out of that spot. And when you look at it, over the years or over the period of times that you have said a negative word to this person, and you went back and you said you sorry, notice there's going to be a hole there. That's a scar. That is something to remind them of. That's a prime example that we don't forget it. It does not become, it's not a disappearing act. It doesn't go away. It's going to always be there. It's always going to be a scar. And it's going to always remind us of what went down, or that negative word that you said, or something you spoke on us or said to us. So just be careful of the words that you say. Choose them carefully. I can't tell you what to say. I can't tell you how to say it. But choose your words carefully. But who to say what word is the right word? Then you just think, how would I want this person to treat me? How would I want this person to make me feel? So that's how you determine what's the right word to say. Because you already know you don't want to feel that way. And what makes you different from the next man? You don't want to be hurt. And surely they don't want to be hurt. We talk a good game. We say, oh, they don't bother me. I don't care. But deep down on the inside, y'all, it hurts. And the reason why we can cover it up, because nobody never know what we think. They never know what's on the inside. So if there's hatred in your heart, it starts as a thought. And from that thought, it goes down into your heart. And from your heart, it's going to manifest. It's going to get bigger. And eventually, it's going to come out through your mouth. So let's talk. Let's think good thoughts. Let's think positive. Let's become a unit. Let's become a team. Y'all, we don't know when our time is up. We don't know. I just pray that when my time comes, God will say, job well done, my good and faithful servant. I just pray that. That's what happened. That's what he said. Because Lord knows I need God more than anything right now. Because what I have going on the inside, man can't fix it. Man can't fix it. It's going to take an act of God. And it's nothing bad. It's just some hurt. And I just feel like when the day comes where I just surrender and I give it to God and I let him know that this is your battle, God, then I will see some changes. I see some resolution. But as far as me trying to find a best friend and sit down and talk to my friends, I don't even think that's necessary. I don't think I'm blocking anybody out. I just don't feel like it's necessary to sit down and talk to a friend about it. I mean, it's a temporary fix because it's coming back. So I just want to tell you all, y'all have a great day. Thank you for sitting down listening. I hope you enjoy seeing the things of my boring life. Yep, I said boring life. But it's not necessarily boring. It's peaceful. It's peaceful. There's no such thing as boring. But I don't do much. My kids are grown. They are creating their own families. They moved away. It's only me and my husband in the house. We have kids. We have fur babies. But they are not like having your kids in the house. I miss my kids. But I had to let them go. It was time for them to fly the nest. the cuckoo nest, as they probably would call it. But y'all, I just want to say thank you, thank you, thank you for the 5 people that take the time out to look at my videos. I hope in due time that my followers will grow. I say it in every video, I may speak on it, but y'all just bear with me, and hopefully as I find my way through this thing, I'll find that perfect niche where I'll get better at this recording and vlogging. But until then, y'all, stay with me. Enjoy the rest of your day, the weekend. Have a great weekend. And don't ignore the people that are reaching out to you. Peace.
Eventually.
Hello, good people. We have finished our day today. We have put in 5-6 hours at the workplace. Now it is time for us to get a move on to go pick up another grandbaby from the daycare. And we're going to get back with you all once we pick up our other half. I'm going to go get something done to my hair because it's definitely time to get my hair done. So that's our plan. So I want to stop and take time out to say thank you for watching my channel. For those who do take time out and watch it. I don't really just post a lot of videos right now because there's not a lot of demands for it. But it's okay. It's okay. It hurt. But I'm not going to quit. I'm going to keep on doing this thing. So y'all give us a few minutes. We're going to take a trip up the road. And then we're going to pick up another person. And then we'll tap back in with y'all. Y'all strapped in. So hey. We're on our way up the road. Y'all, we coming up on an area here in Georgia where a tornado hit this year. And as you can see, it took down a lot. All of that was structured. It had structure on it. It took that down. Look at the hotel. That was a motel, my bad. Took all of that. So that whole little community was hit by the tornado. Just that little area, it was hit pretty hard. Y'all, we have arrived to pick up that other little person. I guess this woman thinks she has a chauffeur. But we in here. We finna go pick up Leah. It said, Missy Marshall saves you money. Okay. Why you sitting down on the job? We looking for that little girl. She sleep. Hey. They sleep. Have you given... Hey. Look. Want your shoe? She's pointing. Hey, Leah. Hey, Leah. Hey, Leah. Hey, Leah. Hey, Leah. Hey, Leah.
Wanna go home?
That's all. She don't be doing that but stomping. Let's see him. I'll see you tomorrow. Oh no, I'll see you Monday. I only want to see you tomorrow.
Come on.
Leah, where you going? Where you going, Leah?
She trying to show y'all some teacher this.
Hey. Leah, where you going?
I got the same stuff. Thank you on your feet. Yeah, I got some money. Have a good weekend, Leah.
Dears.
Do you want me to hold him in? I'm not gonna hold him.
Who are you? That man right there. Come on, Leah. Don't get out the car.
Oh, y'all know you? Huh? What's up, big girl? What's happening? Little pig? Come here, girl.
Go to Papa.
What been happening?
Now you wouldn't speak to me.
What you got on your face? What's up?
Go.
Give me a hug. Give me a hug. You laying around up in the yard, Wally.
You looking for Deuce?
What you got on, chick? What you?
Yeah, go call him. Who you see? Who is that? Who is that, Leah? Who is that? Deuce?
Papa.
Zayda.
Hey, that big girl.
Cousin Larry. Hey, Cousin Larry.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm all right.
You doing all right?
I'm all right. Thank you, sir.
You welcome. You welcome. Did you just checking everything? Yeah, man. It got the bad cover leak. Oh. See on that side where you on?
Yeah, back on this side.
Yeah. Both
Thank you,
sides.
man.
Nah.
Greedy self ate my apple.
Just change both of them and line the leak. Last one cut through you, look. You getting the big one first?
Yeah.
How far is it gonna go?
It's all the way to them. All right. Oh, you got.
Nanny.
Ma'am,
Oh,
I done forgot how to turn it on.
Just mash the thing on the help.
okay.
Just mash it back there. Put your hand in that hole back there and mash. Yeah.